guys, this is Rose and welcome back to my channel. So today's video, we're gonna start discussing about the mnemonic device that I've shown you on my last video. And today we're gonna start knowing the Zoho accounting software. So at first, we need to sign up. So in this video, I'm gonna show you how to do it. So in each topic or in each discussion, I'll be having an example how you will customize your documents. Finally, let's proceed on updating our organization profile. So be ready with your company logo. So in order for you to update your organizational profile, go to settings, click organization profile. So here we go. Then if you notice, Zoho is requiring 240 px by 240 px at 72 dpi maximum for the size of your logo. So here we go. Okay, this logo will show on all your documents, your invoices, your sales quotation, your purchase order. So this is very important that you have your logo in Zoho accounting software. Is your business located in designated zone? So never mind that for now. Just upload your logo and put Dubai here. Just select Dubai here and you can save your organization profile. Okay, organization profile has been saved. Next, let's go on customizing our documents. So depending on our business, we want to edit the template, the existing template of Zoho. So by doing that, let's just proceed to, it took time to update because the logo will appear in all the documents. So that's the reason why there's a delay. Sorry for the delay. That's the reason. Okay, so next we'll customize our documents. So there are two options to customize our documents. So select templates, then edit a specific document, or you can go to preferences to add rows or label name. So guys, let's start customizing our documents. So click settings, go to templates, then we can edit one document here, invoice. So if you see the template properties, you can select the paper size, the orientation, and the themes. You can change the color theme. So let's select green for now. So if you see, it's now green, the themes. Then the header, we can change also the header. So if you observe, the logo that we have has the company name and address. So you can either check or uncheck this organization name and address. It depends on you how your form looks like. Tax invoices, or you can change it to sales invoice. Here in Dubai, we're using tax invoice as a document title for official invoice. But for you, if you want to use sales invoice, that's also fine. The bill to, we prefer to use customer information. You can also change this to bill to, but I prefer customer information. The shipping information, you can use shipping address or shipping information. Item table. So you can, the line number, you can use number, but I prefer item. Description, this also you can change to selling price or unit price. Then the total, So since there is subtotal here, so better we'll put grand total or final total. Footer, there are terms and conditions. Okay, so let's save it. So this is how we customize the tax invoice. Next is adding rows. So let's view the tax invoice for now. New. So see your transaction reference. Do you give discount? So at line item level, yeah, that would be better. Select any additional charges you'd like to add. So if you have shipping charges, you can select this. Round off to the nearest whole number. Save and continue. Okay. So this is how we'll create a new invoice. So if you observe, there's one or two. There's one missing part here. If you observe, it's not mentioning the payment method. So we can add a row here for payment method by going to settings, then preferences, click the invoice, field customization, new custom field, then label, payment method. Then it's better for us to select drop down so we can add options below. So first is bank transfer, copy paste the first option. Second is check or cash. Save. So it's mandatory, yes, show on all PDF. Save. So let's view again the invoice. Invoice, new. So now we have the payment method. So there are options: bank transfer, check, or cash. Okay, same with other forms. Just go to preferences, select the document like purchase order. If you want to add there the purchasing officer, then you can do it. Okay, next let's go to emails. So Zoho can send documents here. So just update your email here so you can edit your signature. So you can just copy paste the existing email signature that you have in here, then just click save. Then it will show once you've sent a document through Zoho, then it will reflect on the email your signature. But since I'm not using this because we prefer exporting the documents and attach it to Outlook, so we're not using this so often, so I don't have a specific example for this. So for the users and roles, since I am the one who originally created this account, then I can invite my co-employees or my colleagues. Just make sure that you have their email address, their complete name, and you can select role here. So admin, it means that they have complete access to the account. They can edit, they can delete, and all. the other rows, it has a restriction. You can create your own rows also. So click this roles, then new rows. What I've been doing, I prefer this admin. I click clone. It means that create a new copy, and then you can edit that. Then just rename the row. Then there you have it. So when you invite your co-employee or your colleague, they'll receive an email from Zoho that you are inviting them to join the account, to join a specific organization ID. Because if you observe here, if you click this icon, I have my specific organization ID, and your colleagues, they have their own specific organization ID also. So when you invite them, when they click join, then they can view also the organization ID that you have. They can see all the amendments, all the reports that you created, and you can also view the reports that they added. So that's how nice the Zoho it is. How nice the Zoho is. The good thing about Zoho, they're giving us a 14 days free trial to explore all the modules that they have. At the same time, it gives us time to update the opening balance, because opening balance is the most important part, not just the documents customization and all. Because if you have existing software before, then you must have a correct ending balance, correct trial balance that we required to input here in Zoho. So you can open settings, then opening balances. But before you go to opening balances, let's check if we have existing chart of accounts. So we can click accounts module, then chart of accounts. Yeah, we have existing chart of accounts here, but just double check if all the accounts title that your report have is also available in this chart, Zoho chart of account. Okay. So next, there are two options to add opening balance. By clicking settings, opening balance, then there is option here to import opening balances. But you know what? I prefer doing it by manual journal, because I can easily understand when I'm doing it one by one than doing it here. Because sometimes there are format that they require, and if it's just one format that you did not comply, then you can proceed on importing the data. So I prefer adding the opening balance using the manual journal. So again, remember, when opening balance, before you proceed, please remember these requirements. First, you must add the name of customers and vendors. So customers, they are available here in sales module, and vendors, they are available in purchases module. Okay, so there are options. The good thing about Zoho, they have options to, we can import export customers. Same with vendors, we can import export vendors. So when you click import, so they have a specific, or they provide sample file where you can edit. Then you can import after you have a complete data. Same with items. you have option also to import one file. So just download the sample file, then provide the necessary informations, then here you go, you can import the data. So let's go on updating our opening balance. So before I signed up to Zoho Books, what I did is I prepare an Excel file that contains all the ending report of all software. Means that, like, as of September 30, these are the trial balance of all software that we've used. So make sure you have this before you proceed in adding opening balance. So these are the trial balance, means the general ledger. Then you must have the schedule of outstanding receivable, accounts payable, and most importantly, if you have inventory, you must have a list, and the value of the inventory must equal to your trial balance. Okay. So as I've mentioned before, let's check if our chart of accounts has complete accounts title that we're using. So check if our chart of accounts has a complete account title that we are using is export chart of accounts. So you can filter, guys. So I'm searching for office and other equipment. So since we cannot find the office and other equipment, so we don't have office and other equipment. So click new account. So other current assets, fixed asset, other assets, just copy paste of office and other equipment, then just save. And we're not using account code. Next. Well, guys, if you notice or if you experience you receive an advance payment from your customers or you pay an advance payment to your suppliers, so let's correct this unearned revenue. Unearned revenue, it means you've already collected the payment from your customers, but you have not rendered the services or you have not delivered the items. So we'll change it to cash advances from customers. So it's clear, it's much understandable. We can understand it more than using unearned revenue. So change it to cash advances from customers. Then for the cash advances we made to supplier, we can change here from prepaid expenses to cash advances. Still cash advances. Cash advances to suppliers. Right? It's helpful to understand the prepaid expenses. It's also the same with cash advances to suppliers. This vendor advance, it's related to accounts payable. So if the customer has already paid the company for the order that he wanted to get, then let's use cash advances from customers. But for if we send a PO together with our payment, then let's use cash advances to suppliers. Later on, you will clearly understand in our succeeding videos, you will clearly understand why I must need to change the account title here. Okay, so let's proceed on opening balance. So go to manual journal. So it's up to you guys. You can communicate with the customer service for the proper format, but I prefer adding new journal for the opening balance because it's easy for me to view it later on because it's just one file. But you can see all the transactions. So let's say we've started October 15, so the date is October 15. So opening Zoho opening balance. So just copy. So cash on hand. So later guys, we'll be discussing one by one what are these accounting titles that we are inputting in manual journal right now. So there you have it. Once we've completed and now there's no difference, then we can save and publish the manual journal. Then let's go to reports and see if all are correct. So first, let's view the profit and loss. So as of October, customize. So October 15, October 15. So let's see. So if all are correct, showing negative. So the statement that we have, it's showing a loss of 1,234. Okay, then let's go to balance sheet. So customize October 15. All over the world tonight. So cash, prepaid rent, accumulated depreciation, accrued opening balances. So if you observe guys, opening balances adjustments, this represents those accounts who have supporting schedule like accounts receivable, accounts payable, and inventory. So later on, it will be closed once we created and supporting documents of accounts receivable, accounts payable, inventory, and there's one more, advances from customers. So we'll create now an invoice. Create invoice. So let's go to inventory. So select a customer. Since we don't have existing customers, so new customer, copy paste the name of the company. So Kangchi Trading. AED, then save. So change the reference. So I will add manually this time. So it's opening balance. So copy paste opening balance October 15, opening balance. So the value 1,000. Then just change here the accounts title. The accounts title for invoices is always sales, but since this is a beginning balance, so select opening balance adjustment. Correct, right? Because we must need to close this opening balance adjustments by adding schedules. So payment method, bank transfer, save and send. So still as it's draft, so mark as sent, because if it's still draft, then it will not reflect on your report, the balance sheet. So now it's showing overdue, so it means that Zoho has record the opening adjustment balance and accounts receivable. Okay, next is kitchen jewelries. So new again, add new customer. So there's an option guys, you can import list of customers, but since we have 3 customers, so I prefer doing this because this is the other option when adding customer in Zoho. Then opening balance 1 2 3 4 2, copy paste, date is 15, Then how much is the outstanding receivable? It's 500. Save and send. Again, sorry. The payment method. Bank transfer. Last. Dongya. Both parts. Save. Then opening balance 1 2 3 4 3. Copy paste here. Bank transfer. So opening balance. How much is the outstanding receivable? It's 200. Okay. Save and send. Okay. So we have now, we have not posted the invoice. So if it's still draft, it means it's not yet posted, and you must click mark as sent. Okay, so it will reflect on the financial reports. Mark as sent. So we'll see. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. So now accounts receivable is showing 1,700, and this amount, it's still the same. So we did not edit the count. So the first one, we edit that. Second one, we must edit the entry, because this is beginning balance, and we have already acknowledged the sales. So we must change this to opening balance adjustments. Save. So this is ending balance, the final ending balance as of September, right? So it means that we have acknowledged the profit and loss. We have acknowledged the sales for this transaction. So this is just for presentation that we selected the opening balance adjustment for recording the schedules of accounts receivable. Next is accounts payable. So let's go to bill. So we're recording payable, so let's go to bill. So adding new vendor. Then opening balance 1 2 3 4 1. October 15. Opening balance. How much is the value? 450. Save as. Account field cannot be empty. So this one, select opening balance adjustment. Save as. Goblin. Goblin. Add new. So opening balance 1, 2, 3, 4, 2. October 15. So how much is the value? 230. Save as open. So let's go to report again. So hopefully the missing no. Okay, for now let's go to report again and we'll see if there's accounts payable reflected in the report. Accounts payable, how much is 680? Yeah, it's same. Next is cash advances from customer. Cash advances from customer, so prepare a payment receipt because it's customer. What's the name? Secret Boutique. But before we'll go to payments received, we must create customer name. So Secret Boutique. Then now we can add payment. Secret Boutique. How much is the advance payment to receive? It's 400. So put 400, date, it's 15. Then we receive it by bank transfer. No, we receive it by cash because we don't have bank. So for na cash, then put what's the reference? Like saying cash receipt number 1, Secret Boutique. So that's the reference. So if you observe, no outstanding invoices, so it means that this is an advance payment. So keep it as amount in excess. Save. Yes. Okay. So remaining opening balance is 32. Okay, that represents the inventory. Okay, the last schedule that we must do is the inventory. So add stock. Stock is 150. So the opening balance here, inventory, opening balance, unit cost, zero, zero. Since we don't have the selling price for now, so keep it as 0. So always check the stock inventory for this item. Opening stock, then 5. So let's check our balance sheet if the opening balance adjustment is still available. If it's now 0 and not showing on our report, it means that we have completed all the schedules. Let's go! Yeah, we don't have existing balance for opening balance adjustment, so it means this is now the correct report. So we have the balance sheet as of October 15, and we have also profit and loss details as of October 15. So this is what I've been explaining to you, that if we'll use a manual journal, then you can generate also an opening balance report for profit and loss statement. But if you'll use an opening balance here, from settings and opening balance, and import all the data, then what you can get only is the balance sheet. So later, if the auditor will ask you the details of these two reports, the balance sheet and profit and loss statement, then it's difficult for you to retract again where's the Excel that you have before. So why not put everything here in Zoho? So later on, you will just export and send to the auditor. So that's it for tonight. That's it for this video. Next video, we're gonna be discussing how to create sales quotation, then sales order, purchase order, bill, and then sales invoice. Have a nice day and see you next time. Please click and subscribe. Click the bell button below.